Hey guys, Nylon here, and welcome back to another episode of my Minecraft PvP series. And I have a few updates to talk about as we start off the episode here. And the first one being we are adding a new plugin, so that's going to be one update that's happening to the server. That will be happening in the next week or so, if we do get that done. Yeah, we're planning on finishing it this weekend, and I'm going to explain a little bit about how it works. It's going to be a gems plugin. So you guys know that we have the currency of money right now. We're going to add a new currency into the game. We're keeping money, but we're adding a new currency called gems. And these gems are used to buy rare items. So if you guys have been playing on Mineage for a while, then you would know that you can obtain super items, such as a super sword, a super pick, and a super axe. Well, now you're going to be able to buy those with gems in the gem store. Which is probably just going to be, you can just do /spend gems, and then you'll be able to pull up the page with all the super items you can buy with your gems. Now you do obtain gems from voting, so that will be cool. It gives them people more of an incentive to vote now that you can get gems to buy super items. So that's what's going to be happening. There are a few super items I'm not going to release yet that are getting added, as well as the ones that you can obtain from mining. So there's going to be super armor. I'm not going to tell you the effects of it. There's going to be a super potion. And there's going to be, I think there's a different super sword, a super bow, and they have all these cool effects on them. So definitely be ready for that this weekend. I'm really excited for that plugin. I've been waiting a little while for it, so that's going to be awesome. And yeah, why don't we go ahead and start the episode here? I think I've pretty much covered everything. I was going to upload a video yesterday. I just didn't have time. If you followed me on Twitter, you would know. You would know that because I tweeted out. I said I might be able to upload a video tonight, but there's no guarantee. So go ahead and follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. I am tweeting a lot more frequently, at least twice or 3 times a day. And I do reply to most people if you have like legitimate questions or concerns. But if you're just spamming me and asking me to follow you, I'm probably not going to reply. So yeah, let's go ahead and start the episode here. We really need to get a base going. So I'm going to go ahead and do /kit Wither King. We're going to get that going. I did use Kit Wither King the first episode, which was 2 days ago, so we can get it again. And that gives us a ton of stuff here. And if you guys couldn't already tell, I still am sick. I'm going to the doctor a little bit later today. But I had just enough time to get a video recorded for you guys. So let's go ahead and equip this armor. We do have a shovel, which is exactly what I wanted, because we're going to go out pretty far and we're going to start digging some dirt and obviously mining a little bit. Because we do need some resources to start building this base. Now, this is just going to be a temporary base. The way I usually start this series is I always make a temporary base first, and then we start making our permanent base. So yeah, temporary base first, then permanent. I'm going to run out a little ways, and I'll meet you guys there. So I just thought I'd update you guys on what I'm doing. I just went ahead and went to the potion shop and bought a few speed potions. As you can see, we got speed 2 on us now. And I'm just trying to run out a fairly far distance so we don't have people finding our bases or our base as easily. But if you guys remember from this series, I usually end up accidentally showing my coordinates in at least one of the episodes. It'll probably happen 10 episodes from now. I'll accidentally release them and I won't know about it, but hopefully that won't be the case. And I hope I'm running this distance for a reason and not just for me to release the coordinates later by accident. So it looks like we might have hit an ocean here. I can't really see too far ahead. Yeah, it looks like we've hit an ocean here, so I might have to go back to the shop, get some wood so we can craft up a boat, and I think we'll be heading in the right direction. Alright guys, so I am back, and I've found the location in which I'm going to be building my base. I've cleared out this area a little bit with the Wither King pick and shovel, and basically this mountain just extended to here, and I took the shovel, took some dirt away. It wasn't too hard to do, but now I need to take down some of these trees because it looks a bit awkward having trees up here like this. Alright, now I'm going to try a little bit of a different base design. It's going to be a really skinny base, but it's going to be a fairly tall base. But saying that, it's not going to be the biggest base. It's just the dimensions are going to be taller than wider. So hopefully that will decay over time and it won't look as awkward. But what we're going to do now is we're going to do /warp shop and do /feed real quick so we can get over to the shop here. And let's see, what else do I need? I wanted to buy some stone bricks just so I can make this look relatively nice. But I think it would work better with end stone. Yep, that would look better. Well, it wouldn't look better, but it was going to be a better protection if I use end stone. So let's go ahead and buy some of that. So I went ahead and bought the water buckets and the end stone here. So we're gonna go ahead and start work on the base. Now I do have an image of my head of what I want the base to look like. I'm not sure if it's gonna totally work out, but I guess we're gonna see here in a second what's going to happen, because I'm hoping that this will work out fairly nicely. So I want it to be around this big. Yep, that looks about right. Maybe one more over. Actually, that's good. That's good. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Like this. There we go. I think that will look fairly nice. And then I want this like this. Like that. This is going to be the side protectors of the base to protect the corners. Now I don't really like doing the corners of my base as full blocks. I don't know, I don't think it really looks, or it does look alright, but you have to put water over the side, and I get tired of doing it. I think this will look a little bit better, and we might as well surround the whole thing like this, just so we can have it two-layered base here. So we're going to need to extend this out a little bit here, and as you guys can see, I hit an underground water cave there. Nothing too big. We're going to dig this out. Now again, I haven't built a base in a very long time, so if this is like ridiculously noobish, then I understand, but I think I should know most of the basics of the bases. I mean, I haven't not played Minecraft for that long. It's only been about a month or two. So let's see, we're going to take out this. I think that should be good. And take it all out with a shovel. But I think you guys probably can get the idea of what it's going to look like. It's going to be a very tall base. And not a very wide base. And this purpose of this is just going to be storing all of the loot that we get from PvP. We're not going to have any spawners or farms in here. That's going to be for later episodes, seeing as this is pretty much the second episode of this new season. So let's see here. Go ahead and cover this with dirt real quickly. There we go. And now that I think about it, we probably want to do the base of the base, the bottom of the base, as endstone as well. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that now, just so we can add that a little bit more protection so they can't cannon from underneath. We don't want anyone doing that. Now the other reason I'm adding this other layer is because I don't want anyone to try to glitch into the base. I had that happen a few seasons ago. And I think that's really why that season did not go too well, is because people were able to just glitch into the base. And I think I built the base like a couple of days before it actually got glitched into, so that wasn't too fun at all. Hopefully we won't repeat that this time. We're going to take the necessary precautions here. There we go. And now we're going to go ahead and just line this like that. I'm trying to think here. Do we want to make this one smaller? I think this is a good size for the inside. I don't really want to make it any smaller. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do this. I was thinking about making one smaller, but I don't think that will be necessary. The reason I wanted to make it one smaller is because they can still TP glitch in like this if I put water on this layer here. And I think I'm going to do that. I'm just not sure how I'm going to go about preventing the TP glitching. Let's go ahead and place all of these in here. Now I do know that I'm going to need more endstone. As you can see, I'm almost out. I thought I saw a name tag. Nope, there was not a name tag. I was about to be really mad if there was a name tag there. And I ended up getting the faction name, or the faction tag, Nylon Plays. I don't know how I got that. I'm surprised it wasn't taken by someone else. But that's great that we got it, because that's the exact faction name I wanted. It's exactly my name, which is, I'm really surprised no one had taken that. Now I was reading the comments from the last video. Most of them seemed positive and everybody was happy that I'm coming back to YouTube. And some people also seemed a little bit mad that I had left. I do want to apologize for that. It's not going to happen again. I can promise you that. And if it does happen, I'll give you guys a warning in advance. but I can almost guarantee that this is not going to happen again, and I'm not going to do that to you guys again. I've learned from my mistakes, and I do apologize for that. So we're going to keep on moving along with this base, and hopefully you guys can forgive me. If you don't want to forgive me now, then hopefully you can forgive me over time. And if not, then great. I'm sorry for what I did. Sorry for leaving YouTube. But I'm going to try to redeem myself here if that's possible, by giving you guys some high quality content as frequent as possible. So let's see. I think we got the basic outline of the base done at least. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of this off camera, and I'll be back to you guys when I have the outline or the skeleton of the base done. So I've finished one side of the base here. I just have to fill in the rest of this end stone. As you can see, the inner part of the base is covered in water. I just did the infinite water source and then kept putting the water around. I realized that this part of the base, I actually extended one too far, so I moved that in one off camera, and I made a lot of progress. So let's go ahead and finish the rest of this. I want to get some water, and I want to close up a little bit more here. Let's get it so we just have one left, so we can actually get the water from inside the base. So we can make an infinite water source up here. Let's go ahead and place that everywhere. Now I'm just going to be filling this entire thing up with water, obviously to protect from cannoning. I'm sure you guys are all familiar with factions and raiding and stuff, but if you're new to the channel, the IP for the server is mc.minagepvp.com, and that's where you'll be able to play with me and play on the server and have fun. So let's go ahead and keep on doing this. And I've already claimed the land here. I realized with the new factions version that when you claim the land, it actually shows what part of the F map you're in. So I can't claim land on camera anymore. Sorry about that, but I don't want anyone finding my base that easily as they have in previous seasons. Oh, no, we're not going in there. That's not a place for us. Now I do realize this is not the best base, but it's what I had time to do today, and hopefully it will be good enough to withstand some attackers. I know hybrid cannon would pretty easily get in here, but we're also going to cover the chest with water inside the base too. So let's see here. I think we've got everything covered up here. It is raining too outside. I'm not really too sure why it's raining, because I don't think it rained on the last Mineage map at all. Like, not even once. So let's go ahead and plug this up. Actually, before we do, I wanted to set a home top. That's what I forgot to do. Let's go ahead and block this up again. Get up here, /set home top. So that's going to be the top of our base. Let's go back in here. Close this up. Oh, that's not where I wanted to put it. Take that out. And as you guys can see, we are inside the base now. I did buy some glowstone as well, because I wanted to use that in various locations of the base, just so we could have a little bit of lighting. Now this is a good amount of space for chests here. We could pretty much line the wall all the way up with chests, and that would be good, but mainly what we're going to be doing in here is making chests and then covering them with water, because we don't want anyone to be able to TNT them. So I went ahead and made a spot for the chests here. As you can see, I put 2 layers of water, then I put the chests down. We have chests in each, or in each side of the base here. We have 4 total. Put glowstone in the middle, and then I put dirt blocks over each chest so people can't open them in my territory. So I think this is going to be a fairly nice defense for people cannoning the base. I'm sure if there is a pretty good cannoner out there, he's going to be able to get in here really easily. I know it's not the best of the bases, but it's all I really had time for today, and I think it will do until we are able to find time to make a bigger base and a more protected base. So I did claim some more land. I went ahead and did a radius of 2. I just did a /f space claim nylon plays, and then I put the number 2 to claim a radius of 2. So if I did /f map right now, which I'm not going to do because that would release my coordinates, you'd be able to see that I have a radius of 2 around my base. So it's going to be harder for people to cannon. So right now I've invited my 2 alternate accounts into the base, which are Godax and Mineage PvP. I didn't invite him into the base, I invited him into the faction so we could get a little bit more power, because right now I'm at 9 power and I'm at 10 power and 9 claims. So if I die once, people are going to be able to overclaim me and steal all my stuff, which is nothing right now. So I think that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode, we're going to be doing some PvP. Now that we've got a place to store the stuff that we get from PvP, we'll be storing them in these chests here. And as we get more and more stuff, we'll just go ahead and build up. And I do have an idea for the sides here. We're just going to put ladders instead of the water, so we can get up and down to see all the chests. And we'll have different layers. Although the base isn't too tall, so we'll probably just have like 2 or 3 layers of chests. Yep, that'll be good. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys will forgive me for leaving YouTube. I know I've already said that in the last video, and I've already said it in this video, but it's not going to happen again, guys. I'm going to be a lot more active, as you can see. Remember to follow me on Twitter if you haven't already. I'll be updating you guys on what I'm doing on there, so you can be updated before I upload a video, so you know when it's coming out. But again, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.